Now that you have a content area that you can put your content in Blackboard, we're going to look at creating some simple content. To do this, you use the Build Content button. If you hover over this, you'll see that a menu appears. And the first piece of content that we're going to look at is the item. So we're going to create a simple item. If I click here, it will open a new window. Every single thing that you make in Blackboard has to have a name. So I'm going to call this item Welcome. This was going to be a simple welcome to the course. I can now change the color of the name by clicking here and select colors. And if you know the hexadecimal number for a color that you want, you can also put that in here, but that's for more advanced users. For the rest of us, there is a simple option to change the color with these color palettes. So I'm just going to click the red. I can click preview and it shows me down here in the color preview what it looks like on a white background. This is quite handy as some of the colors don't show up very well. So I'm going to choose red and press apply. So now my welcome will be red. I'm then going to click into this text box and I can now start writing some information for the students in here. So there's a short welcome. I'm going to go down onto another line, and this time I want to change the format of this. So here it says normal, and this is the text style. I'm going to select header 3, and now I'm going to press things to do. When I press enter again, I go back to the normal setting. So I can now write you will need to enroll on the course and make sure you have put your photo on file. So there we have it, some simple information. Now this welcome to the course, I actually want this to really stand out. So I'm going to select this, and I'm actually going to select heading 1. So you can see that you can either select your heading before or after. You'll see that there's also some spaces here. Let's see if these spaces are still there when we press submit. Before we go down, before we do submit, there's some options here. You can attach a file if you want, and we'll be looking at that in later lessons. You can permit users to view the content. If you say no, this means that students won't be able to see it, but you'll still be able to edit it. So use this option if you haven't quite finished and you don't actually want the students to see it until it is finished. But I'm going to say yes, I want them to see it now. I'm happy with this. Track number of views, I'm going to say yes to this. What this means is that Blackboard keeps a log of who has viewed this content, and you can actually view statistics on this. Finally, I could set up some date and time restrictions. If I were to say display after, and I chose tomorrow, this item wouldn't actually show up in the course for the students until tomorrow. I would still be able to see it with edit mode on, but students won't be able to see it, and if I switch edit mode off, neither will I. I'm just going to take this off for now and press submit. So this is what it looks like. And you can see that those spaces are in there. So it's always worth checking the formatting when you're doing it. I'm just going to switch edit mode off, and this is what the student will see. Switch edit mode back on, and this is what you will see. And you can see that it says enabled statistics tracking. This is your guide to let you know that you have switched on the track number of views option. So we can edit this. I don't like these two spaces here. So if I hover over these arrows and press the mouse button, I can go to edit, and I can now take out these spaces, and then I can press submit. Now that's much better, and if I click edit mode off, this is what the students will see.